A woman calls 911 screaming that a child is drowning. Within minutes, 2 police officers are rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. Emergency crews race to the scene expecting to find a tragedy, but when they arrive, there's no pool, no drowning child, not even an emergency, just kids laughing on a backyard water slide. The woman who made the call, she's about to learn that weaponizing 911 for a petty grudge comes with a price she never saw coming. This is the story of Fabiola Robles and the lie that destroyed her life in less than 4 minutes. Volusia County, Florida, June 2023. Fabiola Robles, 47 years old, has had enough. Her neighbor's kids are playing in the backyard and the sound of their laughter is driving her insane. She's already called the police multiple times that day. Each time, deputies show up. Each time, they tell her the same thing. Kids playing outside is not a crime. It's a normal part of life. Deal with it. But Fabiola isn't the type to back down. She's been stewing all day, her frustration building with every giggle, every splash, every sound of children being children. If the cops won't take her seriously over noise, she'll give them something they can't ignore. She picks up her phone, dials 911, and with panic dripping from her voice, she speaks the words that will ruin everything. "My next-door neighbor's kid is drowning right now." She repeats it, emphasizes the urgency. Later, when questioned, she'll claim she heard the kids yelling something about them about to die, but in this moment, she knows exactly what she's doing. She's pulling the pin on a grenade and throwing it into a quiet neighborhood just to get some peace and quiet. The lie is out there, and the machine is already in motion. The second that call hits dispatch, everything changes. A child drowning is a priority 1 emergency. 3 sheriff's deputies are dispatched. 3 Deltona fire rescue units are scrambled. Sirens scream through residential streets. Engines roar. This is an all-hands response to save a life. But here's what Fabiola didn't consider. While racing to her fake emergency, a patrol car carrying 2 deputies enters an intersection. They have lights, they have sirens, they have the right of way. They're rushing to save a child's life. And then, crash. Another vehicle T-bones them at full speed. The impact is devastating. Both deputies are seriously injured and rushed to the hospital. These aren't just injuries. We're talking potential broken bones, whiplash, concussions. These deputies have families, kids of their own waiting at home, and they were putting their lives on the line to save a child who was never in danger. One of those deputies could have died. Also, Fabiola could have a quiet afternoon. The entire response shifts. Now it's not just about a drowning kid, it's about saving 2 officers. More units, more chaos, state troopers, EMS, fire rescue redirected to the crash site. All because of a lie. And when the first responders finally reach the address of the supposed drowning, they find a scene that makes their blood boil. No pool, no emergency, just a bunch of kids giggling and sliding down an inflatable water slide in their own backyard, completely safe, completely fine, having the time of their lives. The neighbor would later tell deputies they were just trying to give their kids a fun day. This was supposed to be a memory they'd smile about. Instead, it became the day emergency vehicles surrounded their home because someone next door couldn't stand the sound of laughter. These parents did nothing wrong. Their kids did nothing wrong. But Fabiola decided that her comfort mattered more than their peace, their safety, and their right to exist in their own home. And she was about to find out exactly how that decision would cost her. A deputy walks up to Fabiola Robles' front door. His body camera's rolling. 2 of his fellow officers are in the hospital. He's calm, professional, but you can hear the edge in his voice. He knocks, she answers, and there's this look on her face like she expects him to be on her side, like she thinks she's the victim here, like she's waiting for him to tell her the neighbors will finally be dealt with. The deputy doesn't waste time. Is somebody drowning? What's going on? She hesitates. Already you can see the cracks forming. "We got a call about a child drowning. I need to verify. Did you actually see a child drowning?" And here it comes, the moment where it all falls apart. No. Silence. Just for a beat, the deputy stares at her. Then, "Am I in trouble?" That's when you see it, the realization washing over her in real time, the color draining, the entitlement evaporating, the confidence crumbling. She knows she just admitted to the lie. The deputy leans in. His voice is measured, but every word lands like a hammer. "Ma'am, the kids are fine. They're playing on a water slide. But because of your call, 2 of my fellow deputies were just rushed to the hospital. They were in a serious crash responding to your emergency. Let that sink in. 2 officers, injured, bleeding in an ambulance, families getting the call that their loved ones were hurt because she couldn't handle the sound of children laughing. She starts to backtrack, mumbles something about hearing the kids yell, tries to justify it, but the deputy isn't having it. You lied to 911. That's a crime. And then he delivers the line that seals her fate. You wanted our attention. You got it. Her face says everything. The smugness is gone. The control she thought she had, slipping through her fingers like sand. She thought she was pulling the strings. Instead, she just tied her own noose. She didn't just annoy the cops, she weaponized the emergency system, and now the system is coming for her. In Florida, filing a false report to 911 isn't just frowned upon, it's a crime. And when that false report triggers an emergency response that results in injuries, it escalates to a felony. We're talking jail time, thousands in fines, a permanent criminal record. Fabiola Robles thought she was clever. She thought she'd found a loophole to shut down a noisy backyard. She thought she could manipulate the system without consequences. Instead, she committed a serious offense that put lives in danger. A few days later, on June 14, 2023, deputies returned to her door. This time, they weren't there to talk. Fabiola Robles was placed under arrest for misuse of the 911 system. The same system she tried to use as a weapon was now holding her accountable. She was booked, mugshot taken, bond set for $5,000. The click of the handcuffs was the sound of instant regret. Fabiola Robles made a choice that day. She chose her comfort over children's joy, her peace over officers' safety, her ego over basic human dignity. And in the end, what did she gain? The kids still play outside, the neighbors still live next door, the sound of laughter still fills that backyard on sunny afternoons. But now Fabiola has an arrest record, a $5,000 price tag, and the permanent knowledge that she put 2 cops in the hospital over the sound of children playing. The 2 deputies recovered, the kids are fine, the family moved on with their lives. But somewhere in Florida, there's a woman who learned the hardest lesson of her life. When you weaponize an emergency, don't be surprised when the emergency turns on you. So, here's my question for you. Should false 911 calls that injure first responders carry mandatory jail time? No probation, no plea deals, just consequences? Drop your answer in the comments, and if you've ever dealt with a nightmare neighbor who thought they were above the rules, tell us your story below. Top comment gets pinned. If you think this justice was deserved, hit that subscribe button, because we've got plenty more stories of karma and consequences coming your way.